Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Catch in the middle. It's Harden. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Got a man, it's Griffin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Turns it loose. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Temple's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Simon. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Owls are on the move. Pulls and fires complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Simon. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. He'll pull it on the read. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking down the middle, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Jordan. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
He's marked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Irvin. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
For the offense.
The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Oh, better look out! And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Jordan. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Gibson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Big 3rd down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
You know they're feeling good about this drive. They've picked up a couple of first downs. Now they've got it at the... He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Pulls it in, it's Griffin. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Gibson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. UMass will line up to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now on the option. There he goes.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Looking for a man. It's Simon. Got the quick pass.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
And the Owls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the option. Plows through the defense.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Temple lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Harding. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Griffin. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Minutemen needing just a few inches to convert on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Griffin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They want that clock to run. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air. It's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Gibson. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to throw again. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Trying play action. Rushes on him. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UMass!
Great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Finds the tight end. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Irvin. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Complete to the wideout. Gain of 5. And that's a first down for the offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Simon. On target. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
By the receiver. Tackle is made at the 37. And a first down for the offense.
First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Simon. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Temple. They jump on top here in OT. timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
That makes the score Temple 21, UMass 14.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Minutemen! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And he knocked that one right down the middle. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. He'll start this drive firing. Got it behind the line. It's Griffin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Right on the money. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Got it in the middle, it's Irvin. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Looking to pass, it's Simon. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they have on third down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. The give is to Smith. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Puts it right down the boulevard, no sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. He'll set up to throw. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. They'll run it. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Wants to throw. It's Simon. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime.